bed up here. We are back in Ohio for some hill country hunting. Stoked to be back here. It's been a long-standing tradition in our family, hunting down here. My dad and uncle have been hunting down here for, gosh, over 30-some years. My brothers and I have been coming for a while. It's been an awesome, long-standing tradition. It started in Ohio. We've been coming to Ohio for years and years and years. And then the last 3 years, though, we switched it up. We did Indiana in 2019, 2020, and then Iowa in 2021 all together. So now this is our first time back in Ohio after those different trips we did. Most of us got in last night. We're actually tent camping the first 2 nights. We couldn't get a cabin until Sunday when we booked. So we're here for a week, tent camping the first 2 nights on public, which I love. It's great. Brett and I did that opening weekend in Michigan, and it's cool to do that here with the rest of the crew. That's the setup. I am just scouting all day today. I drove around Glassman Fields this morning that border a public and saw a handful of deer, a good amount of does and fawns, a few small bucks, and then I just got boots on the ground and started scouting some new areas. It's really cool coming back now after hunting some different hill country states and applying what we've learned, or gonna try to apply what we've learned in those states back here. So scouting a bunch of new areas today. The other guys are too, scouting all over. I've got a few cameras that I'm hoping to put up if I find some good stuff. It's gonna be hot. It's like 82 today is the high, and then mid 70s like pretty much all week. It starts dipping off at the tail end of the week that we're here. So cold front coming a little later than we hoped, but doesn't matter. We're gonna have a blast and hunt hard, and we'll see what we can get into. Alright, all set up. It's Sunday night, November 6th. Yesterday, turkeys. False alarm. 2 turkeys coming through. After scouting all day yesterday, set up this morning on some of the best sign I saw on this river bottom or creek bottom, and didn't see anything during the sit. Bumped one going out, and then scouted more down there and found some more good sign. Then this afternoon I scouted around, and this is my favorite spot I found this afternoon, and the wind was good for it today, so I came back up in here, set up by this real big thicket that starts on public and then goes over into private. I'm sitting, 170 yards from the property line there on this bench above the thick stuff that leads into that property. lot of good trails. There's a few good rubs around here. Didn't really see any scrapes. Saw another guy's tree stand. I don't know, it's probably 150 yards to downhill from me. Hopefully that guy knows what he's doing. Alright, Monday morning, November 7th. Hiked up to a familiar place that we call Double Tap, that I've hunted for years and had some success up here before. And it's a good wind for it, north wind, and it's at this funnel point that has this thick bedding.
I think good. Better. Doing scary stuff.
You adjusting
now.
that?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I know, it said doing scary stuff. Bro, I can't go any further left, really.
Holy crap.
I know, I don't know what's going on.
Just once.
Went right, but
Went right. Wait, where's like arrow?
Whose bow? You were aiming at
Austin's.
Yeah.
Mine was bad as well.
Not
But
bad.
I tripped over that barbed wire fence and spiked it. So mine's got reason. Austin's, we're not sure.
'Cause it looks like there's a spring in there that helps you. Maybe hold it in position. Like you loosen that, and then this whole thing can come back that way.
Yeah. Which would make
Which
sense because I had to move my sight to the left.
So you.
My arrow was
Straight.
Is that a spring or a screw? That is like a spring. Isn't
It's
it?
like a
That screw?
spring in there because there's no other. I don't think there's. And what's that? If you loosen that, if you can
Pull that back.
pull
in.
that back in and then tighten that back down, or you might have to loosen both of them.
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, I wonder what.
bro, it's not what I wanted to be doing. It's supposed to hit dead center like it always does.
Right.
What are you doing, Carl?
Always shoot your bow at camp, people. Make sure. I tripped over a fence, is why mine's jacked up, though. That's definitely why. It's all bent up. Austin's is a mystery. Alright, after some impromptu bow fixing, sight fixing, we're back to hunting now. So, Austin and I were both messed up completely. My sight was all bent up. Thanks to some help from those guys, got it figured out and back to good enough. Not as good as I think I want it. Bummer when that happens. Shoot so much, lead up to a trip, and then something happens to your bow and you're kind of back to square one. So, but confident enough what it's doing right now to get back in the woods. But want to keep shooting this week to make sure that it is truly good to go. But for now, back to hunting.
Alright, back in another tree. A lot of hiking, hanging hunts, and to new areas tonight for the group after, not finding a ton of sign. We're just continuing to scout more and more, and now it's the balance of a few days in. Do you just keep looking for hot sign or start hunting spots because you got to be in a tree, especially in the rut and some high travel areas? So I'm in a new area tonight. I'm sitting at the bottom of this thermal hub, where a bunch of ridges are coming down to meet. Actually, there's like 5 ridges here that all come down, fingers that all come down and meet. in this bottom, and there was one scrape down below here, only about 30 yards from where I'm sitting, all along this bottom in the front. It's super thick across that whole creek bed. Anyway, so that's the setup. So we'll see what happens here. See it. It just stopped though. I was about to grab, but stopped. When they stopped, gonna see what happens here. Got a text that my dad shot a buck. So bummed for him. He hasn't seen a deer yet this trip from the tree stand. He's kicked up a few scouting, but had not seen a deer yet from the tree stand all week. So, awesome. First deer he sees is a buck and he shoots him. So, stoked. It's like, what is it? 9:45. He shot it a little bit ago. So, I think he's gonna wait till 11 to track it. So I'm gonna stay seated here for another 45 minutes or so, and then get down and head out to go meet him for the track job. So awesome. We needed it. We needed someone to get us started. Been a slow week, so we'll see. I haven't heard any details on what it is or how the shot was. So. What up, man?
Oh,
I got your mirror.
Like inches, bro. Did you already find them?
No, I was driving him. Like, did I pass him? Yeah.
Sorry,
Good.
yeah, we're getting everybody around, and pretty good morning. 8:15. Schwack. I saw him 15 seconds. The whole thing. There he is, 40 yards from me. I turned to get my bow, flip my thing on, get my bow off. He's 20 yards and starting to walk away.
Oh my
And
gosh.
he just was like, bang, and I drew and burped at the same time to stop him, because
That
if he would have
fast.
gone 10 more yards, he was done. He was in the total thick, maybe 5 steps, and I would have had a marginal shot.
Wow.
I was drawing and burping and then trying to get on him. It was the one time, like, I burped and didn't like think I gotta shoot, like, bang.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, nope, find him. He's still there. Find him. Get the settle pin.
Heck yeah.
Quartering away. It's swacked right in the opposite shoulders.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Oh my. So yeah, could you see him
Seen
long
it?
after the shot? Nada. Nothing. Squirrel City. So
So we'll see.
sweet, man.
Okay.
Do it.
Awesome. Yep. I'll turn around and meet you up there. I went to double tap.
Right on the huge rub and all those scrapes is just right at that hill. And that's bad. Came off the side of the hill there. Yeah. Turned and got it walked straight across this way. Sitting right there on the tree. I shot him on the other side of this big bush thing here. Turned in here. That's it. It all just happened like that. Hey, oh, I saw it sticking in. Oh, okay. And how I saw him
this one I saw it was like pooled in leaf.
What do you think that blood is? Bad?
That's fresh, yeah. We jumped him at some point.
So he's got to be right down there.
How do we not find the bed? Yeah. Well, there's more blood right at your feet, too.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I saw. Right after the other one.
Liver, one lung.
That's
That
what
would
I'm
be my
wondering.
guess.
He was quartering away. You his liver in the backside lung.
And then, yeah, 'cause you missed the right side lung.
I can see where he
Hit
went
the
down
left
right
side
here.
lung.
Are you okay if I went down there?
Yeah.
So he probably turned right through there. Maybe think.
Probably if that's on his road sign.
Well, back in the tree stand. Tough going on the blood trail. We followed it about 100 yards and lost it, and then refound it, and followed it again. In total, went about 400 yards or so, and good blood when he was going uphill. But when he got on flat ground, it really got few and far between on the blood trail. So we looked for a bit longer. We looked for, I don't know, I guess we were there for 3 hours or so, looking around and no go. So we didn't actually go very far past last blood. My dad's gonna try to call, or has been trying to call, to get a dog tracker out. See if we can get one out here tonight or today to trail it. So he called 3 that are in the area. 1 said he couldn't come, but 2 were waiting calls back from when I left to go hunt. So hopefully he can get someone to come out to help out, 'cause it'd be huge with the blood trail. He says he hit it good, and quartering away, and the arrow hitting the opposite shoulder, so no exit. I think just limited blood. We'll see. More to come in that. So tonight to get out, we were pushing it on time. So I went to a spot really close to camp, and
Then he went up, and I got him in binocs like twice before he got to the thicket. Maybe a shooter 8, bigger than the other 8 for sure.
Dang, Euro just over here across the road.
Yeah, and then
We keep leaving. They're all right here.
like a little chasing, and then and then a doe popped out, and then to the thicket to my right, definitely another deer in there. Never saw, and below another deer for sure, but never saw.
No grunting or anything.
No grunting at all. When I saw the bigger 8, I grunted a couple times just to see. And then that doe worked towards me and got within like 30 yards. So I was hoping that other buck that never worked its way to me would. But so gonna go back up there, seeing deer every sit up there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Finally started moving. What about you, Kevin?
Yeah, we Dave had me go down the hill where he had heard the buck grunting that never came up, and he went farther down the road. And a beautiful, over there at Cabral, there's huge thickets everywhere. It's just like deer bedding meccas.
Nice.
But then, so huge bed up here, down the hill, huge briar thicket, and then big, nice saddle, and then another thicket up top. I'm in the middle of it right here, and sure enough, 2 does, and dude, this buck's rack did not match his body. I mean, he was a 185-pound deer with a little old 6-point rack. I was just like, I saw him, the does popped out, and then here he comes up, and I didn't see his head at first, I saw his body. I mean, it was like that wide. I was like, boo!
You're just used to them South Carolina.
Yeah, and I was just like, and he chased them all around, and one of them was definitely smelling good. So Oh wow! And Dave, is Dave not out here?
Oh yeah,
Oh, you're hiding over there. You're hiding over there. Dave, what'd you see?
saw a 4-point followed by a doe, and then young 6 and another doe.
Wow.
Yeah. So every time I've sat there, I've seen 4 deer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, starting to move.
Seeing them.
How about you?
I saw 0.
All right.